very little self-worth. So they don't believe that they should be on camera. They should do this because they don't think they deserve it. They don't think they're worth it. Who wants to listen to me? If you're thinking like that, dude, we got to get your shit fixed quick. And by the way, you guys want to know how to fix that real quick? It's very simple. Number one, you got to forgive yourself for all the past bullshit you put yourself through. Because if you were your friend, let me tell you something, you'd probably kick your own ass. Like, you definitely wouldn't be your friend if you stacked up all the bullshit you've done to yourself and said to yourself. You wouldn't be your own friend. So you got to forgive yourself for all that past, all the nonsense, and basically wipe the slate clean. Number two, you commit to do what you say you're going to do, period. It's just a decision. You decide, I'm going to do what I say I'm going to do. And if I don't do it, there's going to be some consequences. But more importantly, I'm going to do it because I've decided to. And that's as simple as that. So you do what you say you're going to do. And then third, you start racking up the wins. You rack up the wins on a daily basis. It's very simple to do. Okay. Then once you rack up the wins, you start to feel like a winner. Why? Because, dude, all day long you're winning, man. What happens when you win a lot, Tony? What does it feel like, my man? Feels like you're winning. And all of a sudden you start to get a little confidence. You start to get a little cocky. You start to feel like you deserve a little more. You start having pride. You start freaking standing up straighter, chin up farther, right? And believe me, that's when it's starting to work, because you're starting to feel like a winner all of a sudden. You're starting to feel good. You start to feel like you deserve more. And then what happens is people will start tearing you back down. People will make fun of you. People will say something like, damn, Sean, I liked you better before, bro. Oh, you think you're cool now just because you're on the freaking, whatever their negativity is, you can hear it, you can see it very quickly. So you ultimately do step 4 in that case, which is get rid of all the negativity, get rid of the nonsense, because what you put in your head grows. So if you allow negative shit into your head, it's going to grow. So don't allow it into your head from the beginning, and eliminate all people that are negative and discouraging. That's very important, by the way. And then map out and visualize exactly what success looks like, and then get new information every day. It's pretty simple. Forgive yourself, commit to do what you say you're going to do, rack up the wins on a regular basis so you start feeling like a winner, because confidence is really just the, memory of winning. So you start to feel like you deserve more. You look around, you're looking at your house, your car, your body, your relationships, and you're like, dude, I deserve better than this. Or you'll start to appreciate them more, right? And improve them as well. So everything starts to go better. And then the negative people will start trying to attack you. Get rid of them. Make sure it's not you doing the attacking. Don't talk negatively about yourself, or, don't talk negatively about yourself. And then once you start getting rid of them, and by the way, this is like a 30, 60, 90 day thing. After 30, 60, 90 days, dude, you start walking a little taller. You start feeling a little different. You start smiling in the morning. You're like, damn, dude, I am more valuable than I thought. And you'll start realizing that. And then that's when you can get on the internet. Because a lot of people that won't get on the internet is because they don't feel like anybody wants to hear what they have to say. Well, what kind of asshole thing to say is that to yourself? Why are you so much lower and worthless than everybody else on the internet? You ever see some of these influencers? They ain't that bright. Matter of fact, listen to this. Somebody, I did a post the other day where I talked about the 3 most important things, okay? And I made this shit up, and I'm not saying I'm the only one that could ever come to this realization, but I made the shit up. Number 1 is your health. Why? Because if you lose that, you'll give up all your money to get it back. Number 2, relationships, because that's where all the dollars come from in the first place. And when you're on your deathbed, that's what you're thinking about. You're not thinking about money and business. You're thinking about kids and people, and it's all relationships. And then money. Why? Because money's third because of that. So someone sends me, I make a post on social media. Somebody says, bro, that's what Andrew Tate said exactly. And I said, dude, I'll give you $1,000 if you can send me a video of Andrew Tate saying that.
I only spent 25 grand on that thing.
Hang on, I'm trying.
Really? Yeah, I bought 2 cars for what I was paying for my truck.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, bro. I don't know how to do it.
You know who it is?
No, I'm trying to figure it out.
I think it's Daniel.
That's my bad.
That's all right. Hey, and also, here's another rule that you guys should follow in life. I won't follow it on this call, but in life, you should write down this rule. Okay? If they're not listening, stop talking. Don't talk to people that ain't listening. You're wasting your fucking time and you're wasting theirs. So again, I don't know if I'm wasting your time, Daniel, or shit goes on, but listen, don't let me stop you. You don't have to listen to me. I'm telling you, I barely know shit. But this guy says, hey, Tate already freaking said that, which is funny because I made that shit up years ago. And I said, dude, I'll give you $1,000 if you send me a video of Tate saying that. Because nobody says that but me. And look, watch this. Look at this. This motherfucker, well, not motherfucker, this dude, oh, Tate, listen, here he goes.
Of course, money can't buy happiness. I agree. But money is the third most important thing in the world. First is your health, because you have nothing, you're going to die. Second is your relationships, because you need love and family. That matters the most. But money can buy everything else. So money is the third most important thing.
Now I'm like, no way did he do that 2 months ago. So I paid him, I sent him $1,000. But the funny thing is, I also sent him this email of Tate, Andrew Tate, way back in the day. Not way back in the day, like at 2021, wanting to be on Dropping Bombs, telling me that he freaking loves it and he watches it. So damn, some bitch heard me and now he's out there fucking claiming it, which is awesome, by the way. But that shows you, like, you know, other people agree with the motherfucking D-Meister. Anyway, so where was I? That's how you fix your confidence, folks. If you have no self-worth, that's how you fix it. You commit to doing what you say you're going to do. You start becoming, you know, obviously ethical with integrity. You start going out there trying to help people. You're doing the right thing. You already know you're doing the right thing. Every day you're doing the right thing because you've decided to be ethical and have integrity and do the right thing, whether people are watching or not. And dude, that, I'm telling you right now, does amazing shit for yourself. Worth, because you realize not a lot of people out there can do it or are doing it. So you start to feel a little bit more deserving and a little bit better, and that's what's required. Then you don't have such a problem being on social media. But to build a brand on social media, man, you got to figure out the source. Like my source is Dropping Bombs. My source is like this call. My sources, you know, are my employees walking around doing the various businesses that I do, you know, talking to Phoebe, whatever I'm doing is the source. So if you're not doing anything, it's hard to feel like you have a source. And if you're not doing anything, Joe or somebody that's not doing anything, not that Joe isn't, I just picked Joe because I saw his name. If you're not doing anything, well, then there's the problem. there's the issue right there. You're not doing anything. So start doing some shit, okay? Call up an ex-girlfriend and fight with her. I don't know, like just do something, like, you know, and then film it. Okay, and as you start filming it, you'll feel foolish and you'll look and you'll be like, oh, I'm not going to post that. And you'll think, oh my God, I'm not posting that. And it's like, dude, stop. Don't even worry about it. Just get the content. Document your day. Document your conversations. Start freaking recording yourself doing everything. Be honest, who would feel stupid walking into a restaurant to sit down and have lunch by themselves with a camera dude following you? Who would feel stupid? Yeah, see, you think freaking, Dan, I look like a dickhead. That's because you're worried about what everybody else thinks. Why are you worried about what they think? Do you want to make all the money? Do you want a personal brand or not? Because that's the choice. Worry about what they think and don't have a personal brand, or fuck what they think and build a personal brand. So I had to choose, and I chose. Which one do you think I chose? You already know, don't you, Mark? See, because Phoebe's so sweet and nice and innocent, I always, every time I drop a bomb in here, I'm thinking, oh shit, am I disrupting a... Maybe you guys are going to Bible study on Thursdays for all I know, which would be nothing wrong with that, by the way. I think y'all should. Anyway, so you create the source of your content, right? Now, the key to that whole step, guys, is to be the content. You are the content. You know, Joe, you're out there teaching yoga. You're out there freaking doing all kinds of crap, dude. Where's the camera? How come it's not documented? How come I can't see you being Joe?
You ever seen me play guitar?
I've seen you play guitar. Yeah. Is that what you
Walk
are,
the dog.
guitar player, motherfucker?
Yeah. Well, hey, that's
Is that what you are, Joe? Joe, are you a guitar player?
I can moonlight.
You're not a guitar player. Okay. But I see you playing guitar. Yes. And by the way, that's what I mean. Like, where's more of that? I don't see you doing yoga. I don't see you arguing with people. I don't see you selling merchant services. I definitely don't see that. So, like, what do we got to do to get all of it documented? That's the question. All of it, guys. But you guys are thinking, well, why would anyone want to see that? Why would it? Don't think that. Get your freaking confidence up. Start freaking documenting who you are. I'm just telling you how to build a brand, guys. I'm not telling you what to do. You don't have to do any of this, trust me. But it is how you do it. So just like you see JD with his phone number up there, like that's better than anything because now y'all know his phone number. See what I'm saying? Like that's the best thing up there so far that I've seen. Anyway, long story short, you get the source, that's you. And then you get the, you got to have, by the way, the outlet. Okay, where are you going to put the content? Well, let me keep it in order real quick so you don't get confused. First, you have the source. Okay, we all understand what a source is. Throw a 1 in the chat if you all understand fully what a source is. Source is just you doing you. If you're not doing anything, start doing something. But you doing you, podcast, interviews, selling something, closing something, being frustrated on the phone. Go watch Phoebe, she does it. And then make sure everything is providing value. If it's not providing value, don't post it. If you don't think this is valuable to somebody, don't post it. A picture of your salmon isn't valuable to anybody. Okay, but a picture of your salmon with the recipe that you made it with is valuable. Why? Because there's a recipe. A picture of you with your high school friend, standing there on the beach looking, happy. There's no value really in that. So where's the beach? Well, give me some value. So anyway, make sure it's got value. Then you want to send it to creative. Now I send it to a team. You guys may not have a team. Hire one or do it yourself. But either way, a creative has to get involved now and basically create a headline, subtitles, hashtags, and then of course editing. So if you want to edit out some of the stupid shit. So if you watch my social media, you'll see that there's graphics, there's editing. So that's the creative. If you're like, well, we don't know how to do that. Again, guys, if ever you figure out you don't know how to do something, do you all realize that you can learn? Okay, so that's not an excuse to not do it. That's just the reason you haven't. You don't know. Okay, great. Once you realize, oh shit, I don't know how to use editing software, you can learn to use editing. Okay, it's not that difficult. Guess what? Editors learned it. They're all rocket scientists now. They're all, MBAs with PhDs. That's the only way they figured out how to use Final Cut and shit. No, they just learned it, and so should you have to. But these are the reasons a lot of people won't ever do it, because they won't ever just get past the simplest of things, because they literally almost look for reasons not to. There's got to be a reason I can't be famous. Well, you don't want to be famous. Everyone will be in your business. Trust me, guys, if you could have the choice to be famous and wealthy or unknown and average, I would pick famous and wealthy. Why? Well, the keyword wealthy. I know that I don't, I know that I do appreciate my privacy. I know that, like, if everybody swarmed me everywhere I went, like I'm sure, so A-list celebrities, like, imagine Brad Pitt or Tom Cruise or anybody that everybody, Trump, anybody that everybody knows. Imagine the kind of attention that they get. That wouldn't be fun, I don't think. Constantly all day. But if I had to trade off, I'll pay the price. One time I was out with Mike Tyson. I looked over and I said, "Let me ask you, bro, was it worth it?" He said, "Yeah." When I said, "Was it worth it?" I meant what, like, going to prison, all the hate, all the freaking shit after everything that's happened to you, after everything, all the people trying to take your dough and screw you. Was it worth it? And he said, "Yeah." That's funny. That's true too. Of course it's worth it. I'll put up with some shit to freaking guarantee future generation wealth and having an extreme life. But anyway, the creative is headlines, You got to have a headline that makes sense. You got to have a headline that captures. You got to have a headline that causes people to wonder, you know, hey, what does they mean? What do they mean? Okay, so once you have the creative down, headlines, subtitles, if you guys aren't putting subtitles in the videos, no one can read them. And if they can't read them, they're not going to stop. They scroll by silently. And then hashtags, that's where when people, you know, find you. So you want to do your hashtags right. And then just the basic editing. That's all you need. Creative. Then you need your outlets. Your outlets should be YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. If you guys aren't all on every single one of those pages, one of those platforms, you probably should just write those down and then go create them.
You don't think TikTok's going away?
Is it gone away yet?
Not yet, but
Okay.
it might be like,
Yeah,
I think
right,
TikTok
Joe.
is going to be
Hey,
like
Joe.
MySpace.
Joe, you are correct, sir. How many TikTok followers do you have?
I don't have a TikTok.
Exactly. So there's the fucking problem. I've got 2.5 million and growing. So until it goes away, friend, I'm on TikTok.
There you go.
And by the way, the reason Joe said, and by the way, guys, I know Joe, I'm not just being rude to old Joe Nicholas, but the reason I say that is because we always want to make excuses. Isn't TikTok going away? I don't know. I'll worry about that when it goes away. Like, you know, it goes away. Who gives a rat's ass if it goes away? But
And if you want more of that intellectual genius content, stay on my page. It's only going to get better, folks. It's only going to get better. If you can look up, you can get up. Baruch Hashem Satnam Nama Mother. Stay on my page today. I love all of you. Nama Mother and stay.